Who was your favorite tag team partner? Was there anyone that you would have liked to have worked with that you never got to?
Well, I mean, of course, Mike Rotunda, IRS, and I became tag team partners, and we worked very, very, very well together. Um, but I guess when I want to pick I mean, he would be on the list. But if you go back into my beginning, back when I was a rookie, so to speak, and still learning my trade. Um, I got tagged up with a guy named Dick Murdoch, who, I'll be honest with you, Dick Murdoch doesn't get the credit that he should get, uh, because Dick was just unpredictable. I mean, you never knew what he was going to do or what he was going to say, and I mean, it's funny. You could be in the ring with him, because and I experienced this as a referee. I was in the ring with him when he and a guy named Killer Carl Cox
Yeah.
had a big feud, and they're in the ring, and he's cutting jokes. Murdoch is, with me and with his opponent, but outside, as far as the crowd is concerned, he's beating the hell out of Killer Carl Cox. So he was just a funny guy. But I mean, in terms of a partner, well, so I partner, and again, that's that rub again. They put you with an established guy, and of course, everybody knew the history. Everybody knew that Dick Murdoch was another guy that came out of West Texas. And he tells everybody he went to West Texas State, but he never did. But he was born and raised there. His father was a wrestler, and so, and again, my entry into Mid South Wrestling was through Dick Murdoch. So anyway,
Man, a lot of history
he
with
was
him.
one of those guys that just he made it easy for me. So
When I read that question, I was like, okay, it's going to be between two for Ted. In my head, I was like, probably either Steve Williams or Stan Hansen. But so would you say that you had better chemistry with Mike
well,
Rotunda?
well, no, it's it's funny. Mike and I had good chemistry. Um, but my like the gimmick, the IRS gimmick, the tax man gimmick, it was like, I don't know that there would anything that would be wild about it. Um, uh, and he did it very well. But
Yes.
again, going back to tag teams, when Steve Williams and I tagged up, we had a heck of a run. And again, that was Bill putting Steve with me, because Steve had basically just come out of the University of Oklahoma he played football and wrestled for OU.
He was a bad dude.
And yeah, I mean, that doesn't happen anymore. I mean, when my dad was in college, my dad played football and wrestled, and was a three-time conference champion in wrestling. And in 1946, basically when he was in the Navy, he won the AAU National Heavyweight Wrestling title. My dad did.
Wow.
And again, uh, Steve, Dr. Death, I mean, great guy. I mean, there's another guy who I don't think really realized how tough he was. I mean, because it's kind of like, if you get in a bar fight and you can only have one guy as your partner, he might want to. He might. He and then Haku, because Steve was really, he was really a great guy. There's a guy, whose life was too short.